Oh, you're finally awake. Don't move, little wolf cub. Not like you can anyway. I made sure of that. Now, let me take a look at you. I see. You seem to be much better now. Do you know where you are? Do you know what I am? No, it doesn't look like you have any idea. Well, my little furry friend, you're in my home, and I am your eternal enemy. Ah, yes. It looks like you finally realize what I am. That's right, little wolf cub. I am a vampire, and you are a werewolf. Oh, you look properly terrified now. Shh. Relax. If I want to hurt you, I would have already done that. In fact, you should be thanking me that you are still alive. You were quite hurt, you know. I nursed you back to health, little wolf cub. Right. You must be wondering why in the ninth house have I done something like that. And to be honest with you, I'm not quite sure myself. You see, I had my suspicion. But now that I see you in your human form, I can tell that you must be very young for a werewolf. It must have been your first time outside the nest where your kind you raised. God, so stupid. Werewolves and vampires have been at war for thousands and thousands of years. No one even remember why this dumb war started. And yet, here you are, a puppy, being sent to fight in a war that no one even knows when it began. I saw you fight. You're strong and fierce. And yet, I saw that you couldn't bring yourself to deal with the final blow to any vampire. That's how you got hurt. You have a kind heart, little wolf cub. If I had to give you a reason, I guess that's why I saved you. You're still looking at me with fear in your eyes. I can imagine why. I know the story your elders must tell you about vampires. Stories to make sure you hate us and fear us. I know it. Because they are the same stories our own tell new vampires, so they hate werewolves. But I want you to look at me properly, just for a second. Just for a moment, forget that you are a werewolf and forget that I am a vampire. When you look at me like that, what do you see? Oh, I'm the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. You're quite daring, little wolf cub. I don't remember the last time someone said something so nice to me. But yes, you're right. I am beautiful after all, aren't I? You have good taste, little pup. And you know what I see when I look at you? A very cute, a very handsome, blushing little puppy. Yes, you, handsome. You're quite a looker, you know. Now that you are on your human form. Wasn't that nice, though? No war, no hatred. Just for a moment, we're just a handsome man and a beautiful woman flirting with each other. I wish more vampires would see that possibility too. But Drakius, the current vampire queen, hates werewolves with such hatred. But many of the small families are interested in peace. However, as long as Drakius remains the vampire queen. But enough about that. I hope you trust me now enough to know that I will not harm you. I'm going to release you. Your tail must hurt from being on your back all the time. I know you can't hide it, even when you're in human form. But you need to promise me that you will behave like a good pup. Promise me. Good boy. There, much better now, isn't it? Alright, sit. That's a good pup. Let me take a look at your face. I want to make sure you healed properly. Aha. Everything looks good. Okay, say, perfect. You look like a perfectly healthy wolf cub. Your eyes. I can't believe I've never looked at a werewolf eyes this close. Yours are orange. What a beautiful color. And your hair looks so fluffy. Say, you don't mind if I touch your hair, do you? Although, I've heard it's something that werewolves consider very intimate. Is it okay if I do it? You don't mind? Ooh, this is so very exciting. Are you ready, little wolf cup? Here I go. It's so soft. I didn't know hair could be this fluffy. Do you know your tail is wagging? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You are. Oh, yes, yes, you're such a good puppy. Oh, the wolf cup is really enjoying your scritches. There. You must have been very scared. It's okay. You're safe now. As long as I'm with you, no one will harm you. I am very strong. Did you know? You don't need to go back to your pack. I can take care of you and protect you. You don't need to be afraid anymore. Not even the vampire queen can take you from me. Yes, you're a good boy. Good boy. It was hard, wasn't it? I'm here for you, little wolf cup. Seeing you like this makes me feel like this war is truly pointless. If only we could show the small vampire's families just how adorable werewolves can be. And we could show young werewolves how kind vampires can be. Perhaps ending this war won't be such a dream. And speaking of dreams, look like you're falling asleep. How adorable. It's alright, little wolf cup. I'm right here, and I will be right here when you wake up. Now sleep, little thing. Shh. Sleep. Sleep.